Hello and welcome to part 24 of my Elden Ring All Quests, All Endings guide. We're here in Volcano Manor. Just going to deal with him and him. Then we're going to make our way out here, deal with him. Grab yourself an explosive great bolt and then open these doors. From here, climb down the ladder. Look out for the fire slugs. Or run past them. Run across here, jump over there, run up here. There's a snake guy to deal with around here somewhere. Then take this cage lift, not the one that goes down to the magma worm, take this one. There's a one of those guys to deal with there. Grab yourself these odd items here. We've got a smithing stone 5, somber smithing stone 5. Then head up here. Don't head into the boss fight just yet. We're going to fight the Godskin Noble there, but first just push this lever to raise this bridge up. This will open a shortcut up, which might come in useful later. That done, we can get ready for the Godskin Noble fight. Recommend you use your Mimic for this one and apply any buffs you have available to you. Using Flame grant me strength, Golden Vow, and we've got the Black Dumpling Helm prepared. So we're summoning the Mimic, let him take some of the aggro. We're going to go see if we can get a few hits on. So using Unendurable Frenzy there. Already we've done 4,000 damage. 6,000, 7,000, but he's going for his big butt drop move. Quick heal, get a bit more mana on the go. Oh, that's a nasty move. You can sometimes use the pillars to avoid that, but it is quite an annoying move. But we could do with the Mimic coming and taking a bit of aggro. Just about escape there. So, gonna escape to a safe point. Grab a quick heal. Doesn't look like it needs much more now than a tap. So, and getting quite dangerous with that sword as well. At this point I'm thinking pretty dangerous close range, even though he's on low health. Let's go for some sort of ranged attack. Trying to gain a bit more health back because we're out of flasks. And the Mimic's finished him off, but it's going to give us a noble presence. We can grab that grace. Temple of Eagle, site of grace right here. So grab yourself the Serpent's Amnion. You need that for Raya's quest. Then make your way back to the main part of Volcano Manor. Go back to the room you found Raya in, which is here. Speak to her. Show her the Serpent's Amnion and she'll... well, she's not actually very happy about what she discovers, but it is what it is. Exhaust all the dialogue. Then we're going to head to reload the area and head to Tanith. Talk to her about Zarias and she'll eventually give you this, the Tonic of Forgetfulness, which you probably don't want to actually give to Raya, depending on how you want the quest to end up. It is optional. Go back to the Temple of Eagle, site of grace, and from here take the lift. Again, we're not using the Vike's War Spear here so much because a lot of the enemies in this area aren't actually harmed very much by fire-based weapons. So we're back to the Dark Moon Greatsword with the Jellyfish Great Shield. So a very nice buff. Bit more damage when you're doing it that way. You just need to be able to switch your sword from one-handed to two-handed operation. Then we've got the abductor virgin to deal with there. That's that done. Open this door. Take out the snake guy. Look out for the black dumpling head thing here. It will chew away your health if you let it. Then activate this lift. This will create a shortcut allowing you to get here faster from the Temple of Eagle. Okay. So head back up. Don't head into there, drop down here and speak to Raya. She won't be very happy about what she's discovered. She'll want you to kill her, but don't recommend it. You can give her the tonic of forgetfulness, but again, depending on what ending to her quest you want, I would avoid giving it to her personally. I think it's a better ending for her if you don't. Once you're here, look out for the poison guys, look out for this fire whip snake guy thing, then run through here. Open the door. I've got some those zombie aristocrat guys, and then you can actually cheese this snake guy by standing here. Once you've dealt with everyone, there's the man serpent ashes up there, and you've got the mage guy and his cohort there. So they've killed me, but that's not a problem. We opened up that shortcut, so it won't take us a second to get back there. Again, run through, deal with those, deal with those. Deal with him. Once you get in here, just deal with the serpent guys. Grab any items you want. Climb the stairs and deal with the mage guy. That'll give you a Gelmir glintstone staff. Not sure if it's a guaranteed drop, but use your stone sword key here. This is an area where there's a little bit of parkour to do. Once you've opened up the stone sword key, head through here. There's going to be a series of cages which we need to drop down, ideally landing generally you can just sort of walk off these initial ones, just make sure you walk in that direction. When you get to the beam, look out for the person casting magic spells at you, and obviously make sure you don't just fall to your death for no reason. We're going to speed things up again to get back to where we were, and we'll try and do that parkour section a bit better. There's some items at the bottom of there that we need. Deal with him, run up here. Have another go at this parkour. This time I think we're going to use a ranged weapon to take that annoying spellcaster guy out. Again, most of the time we could just walk off, but this one you need to jump onto. Drop down, look out for all the black dumpling head things, which will quite quickly destroy you if you let them. Really need to look out for that grab attack. If you've got low health, it could take you out in one grab. Grab yourself that seedbed curse, which we need for the Dung Eater. Then we can head back this way and grab the Ash of War, Royal Knight Resolve. Really useful Ash of War. If you're going for a one-hit build, it makes one weapon do 80% extra damage on your next hit. So it's almost essential for those type of builds. We've just spoken to Patches and we've gone back to Altus Plateau here. Speak to Milicent, and you can give her the Valkyrie's Prosthesis, which you found at Shade Castle, and she'll be very happy because she thinks she can help you in a fight now. Now we're going to go back to here and we're going to go find Gowrie and speak to him. So ride your way through here, through this gate. Always take out this dog because it can kill Gowrie if you're not careful. When you get there, speak to him, give him the good news. He'll be very pleased. And he'll give you some hints about what Malenia's future involves. Milicent's. He'll give you that incantation that you can purchase now. And they'll tell you a bit more about King Consort Radagon and Marika. Finish all this dialogue. And he'll give you the a new gesture there as well. I think it's Desperate Plea. Now we're going to Windmill Village. You can take all these out to farm them for weapons and bone fragments and golden rune 3s, I think. But if you don't feel like it, don't bother. We're mainly interested in the boss at the top, which is a Godskin Apostle. Deal with these. And somewhere around here, there should be a gold summon sign for Milicent. At the moment I'm just looking for it, but it's not appeared. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just kill these and head back this way. It should be just before the area where you enter the Windmill, but it's not here. So this is me just thinking about what to do and how to deal with it. So the summoning pool functional. And I think I just actually walked past the gold summoning sign. So the key is probably making sure that you've used that statue to activate the summoning pool. So now we're going to grab a runes back. Go to the Stake of Marika there. Take these out so they don't interrupt you while you're doing the boss fight. Then if you head over here on the floor, there's the gold summon sign for Milicent. That's what you're looking for. So while he's walking over, we're just going to apply a few buffs. Got the black dumpling helm activated. Except we've forgotten to put it on. So it's a bit of a waste of time. Milicent's going to help us out with this fight. She's got Melania's waterfowl dance, or something very similar to it. We're going in with the unendurable frenzy. Deal with him however you want. At the end, it'll say Milicent's return to her world. That's the Godskin Apostle dealt with. Shouldn't give you too much trouble unless you're underleveled. Gives you a Godskin Peel, which has got a nice black flame special. Now talk to Milicent. She'll be very pleased with the prosthesis you've given her. And she'll say she can help you again. And you can, if you want Milicent's prosthesis, I believe you can just kill her there if you're not bothered about doing a quest properly. But the correct way to do it is to team up with Milicent's sisters at the very end of the game when you're at the bottom of the Halig tree. We're just going to deal with another bell-bearing hunter now, and that'll be it for this episode. So just ride up to here. Look out for the reanimating undead guys who will annoy you. Once you've dealt with them, you can apply a few buffs. And we're ready, so we head over to the hut. The merchant's here, so that means it's not going to work. Recommend you buy the rune arcs, they're always useful. Buy any cookbooks you haven't got yet, and any armor you want. We're going to wait till night time again, and then we're going to head back to where the merchant was. It can be a bit glitchy sometimes trying to get this to trigger, but it has to be at night time, and if it's not worked, just reload the area at a different site of grace and head back here, and that should give you the best chance of getting it working. That's that dealt with. Again, it can be quite tricky, these bell-bearing hunters, so I recommend you utilise any damage increasing buffs you've got. So he's appeared, so we're going to go straight in with some unendurable friends as usual. Quite nasty range on that sort of telekinetic sword attack. Then he's straight in after with his charge attack. I like to try and fight these at a distance. If you're a pure melee user, you might find that it's easier to stand close to him and roll towards him when he starts those long range attacks. Down to about third health now. Again, even with those buffs, it's still quite resistant to this damage I'm dealing. We're needing some mana there, and we also need a swig of health. So keep chipping away, keep your distance, stay safe, get your heals in if you need them. And that is him pretty much dealt with. So that will give you another bell bearing, which will allow you to buy more things at the... Yes, there you go. It's the Medicine Peddler's bell bearing. So if you hand that in at the Twin Maiden Husks, you'll be able to buy some more things. And that will pretty much do for this episode. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you're following the series. And I'll see you in part 25. Don't forget to like and subscribe.